get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Texans.
Right back to him on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings it
operating from the gun. Floyd. Kitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just put...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run with Harris. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
And you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. McMillan. And he spins past him and into space. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 23-yard run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 4. Now in the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He was tackled at the 46.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
For the running back.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knock the ball away.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now back to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Texans 7, Bulls 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss to Harris. They'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for number 13.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
To 2nd and 10.
Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, McMillan. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Floyd. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
The kicker on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Houston.
Complete.
A big play there. 82 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
24. Texans 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And 10. At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe pump up.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Looking to throw on second down. Floyd, he's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first down, it's Harris. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run with Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
26. A gain of 11 brings up.
They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is...
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a battle.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that.
He loses the football a second time. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw on third down. Floyd. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on first down. Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Through an opening, and there he goes. Put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bulls 31. Texans 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
2 yards. First down, Texans.
On first down, Floyd eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Pass hauled in downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
38-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Looking deep downfield. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take it over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
28.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and you've got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back. You're down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, I tell you what. what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference champion. He's got him in, complete. And look at this, big gain, but fumble. And the Texans scoop it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going to run the toss here to Harris. He'll take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Recovered by the receiving team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. We'll call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete. The Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll get with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be caught one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
throwing on first down. Floyd, he's going to let it fly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Floyd. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Floyd, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperate. This is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And his kick is right through.
52.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? They're going to try and run for it. And he is in. The play works, and we are headed to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on second down. They run again with Harris. Powers through. Still going. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
23-yard line.
On the ground, it's Harris. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run again with Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.